Welcome to the Branding Rafi podcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Branding Rafi podcast. I'm your host, Hector Sanchez, and today we have a special guest, Bootleg Kev. How you doing, bro?
Very well, man. In this wonderful studio designed by Ernie Rivas.
Shout out to EC, man. How you feeling today, bro?
Good, man. You know, I'm on a lot of caffeine. We're going to get through this.
No, 100%. It's
been a long
week. I saw
week.
you pull up in that black Cybertruck, dude.
Yeah, you know, it's the douchebag truck for sure, but I like it.
Is it?
I mean, I feel like it's become that, but I got it early. I ordered that bitch 5 years ago, and I was one of the first people in California to get it, so I like it. It self-drives. I could not imagine driving myself anywhere now. I just hit the little button, and that motherfucker takes me wherever I need to go.
It's funny because, speaking of Ernie, he has a Tesla, and every time I get in the car, it's like I feel like I get like motion sickness.
Oh yeah, I don't know. For road trips, because I drive a lot from LA to Phoenix and Vegas, it's the best. You just be on the highway. Yo, I don't even think about driving. I throw some shit on Netflix, set my phone up on the other side of the wheel so it thinks I'm looking at the road. And it's fucking awesome. Yeah.
So, I mean, I know you. I mean, we just met not too long ago. But of course, I've seen you on a bunch of podcasts and, you just doing your thing. But can you just kind of introduce yourself a little bit to
yeah, I mean, shit, man. I've been a media personality since I was 16. I started here in Arizona at EVIT, which is a school in Mesa. And then when I graduated high school, I started working at Power 98.3. Ended up getting on the radio with Joey Boy and Jay Phil of the Nuts, being their intern and their stunt man. That was 2005 is when I started working there. Got on the air in 2007.
You got on there when you were 7?
No, 2007.
Oh, okay.
And then, yeah, man, shit, I've done radio all over the country, all the way, I've done Vegas, Boise, Idaho, Tampa, Florida, Los Angeles, which is where I've been for 9 years now. I have a syndicated radio show that's on every day, over 120 markets, including here in Phoenix, Power 98.3. And then the podcast, the YouTube channel just hit 500K on YouTube.
Congrats.
And, we've been doing the podcast since COVID, so about 5 years now. And, it's just kind of an extension of like my brand. Like, I'm a hip hop guy. I've always been a hip hop guy. So, we've turned it into a really lucrative show. And I got nominated for a BT Hip Hop Award last year. I've been on the Complex top hip hop platforms 2 years straight, about to be third. Yeah, man, I'm from Phoenix. It's a hometown right here. Grew up in Sunny Slope until I moved to Mesa when I was 13.
Sunny Slope, man.
Yeah, 15th Avenue in Hatcher, and then I moved over to Mesa, Broadway, and Stapley. Went to Westwood High. Still got my parents and my family and shit here. So yeah, AZ's home, dude. But I've been in LA for it's crazy to think it's almost been 10 years, but it'll be 10 years next year that I've been in Los Angeles. And technically I've been in radio or doing this shit for real on an official level for like 21 years, but like doing radio out, cause I had a radio show at EVIT for like 23 years. So it's, I'm 39. So, so I've been doing this shit for most of my life.
I'm sure you're used to having a bunch of cameras in front of you.
This is my life. This is literally my everyday. I have literally 3 angles, very similar. Except for I got a little switcher. This guy, he's playing himself. He got to get a switcher so he ain't got to worry about all that post production.
Graphics.
Oh yeah, no. I can put. We got to get him one of them YOLO boxes. The YOLO box? That shit'll change your life. Hit a little button, the graphic pops up.
Yeah. Wait till the budget gets a little bigger. We'll get that in there.
We got to get the coffee together first because EC fucked my coffee up.
Yeah, Ernie, what's good? What's good with that?
Yeah, but good to be here.
How do you manage everything? Because I always see the show and like a lot of people coming on. How do you make that work? Like, do you have someone like that?
I pretty much book everything myself. I have a producer that sometimes I'll pass people off to, like you know, sometimes like all the PR people will hit me or send me an email or the labels. Yo, you know, like Sway Lee's got an album coming out. We want him to come on the show. All right. Pass him off to my producer to be like, yo, lock in a day Tuesday, you know, or whatever. The real hard part for me is like I do a lot of other stuff. So like I have a restaurant in LA that I'm pretty hands-on with called What Up Joe. Okay. It's a pizza spot. And then out here, I have 1111, which is a nightclub. I'm one of the 3 partners in that club. And then I also have a restaurant out here called Well Seasoned. So it's just like, honestly, man, juggling a lot. I manage the Cactus Boys. I manage Alexis.
Shout out to the Cactus Boys, man.
You know, in LA, I have a recording studio that I ran, a podcast studio that I rent out. So it's very, very, it's not easy, man. Yeah. I wear myself thin. I drink a lot of Monster energy drinks because apparently I'm about to get them as a sponsor. So we're drinking a lot of Monster, but I just energy drinks, coffee, and you know, I am the most. I'm like I exist in organized chaos.
Okay,
I'm a very disorganized person, but it works
Same,
for
bro.
me. It works for me. Yeah. I thrive in the chaos of my life.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty disorganized myself. I try to be. You know, Ernie's showing me the ways on how to be organized, and it's funny because I wanted to ask you that. I'm like, man, how do you do it? Because it's crazy. Bro.
My wife is a big help. My wife is, you know, my backbone. She takes care of so much, you know, stuff at home with the kids and shit. And like, you know, without her, I'd be fucking lost. But yeah, dude, it's a lot.
How many kids you got?
2. Yeah, I got a 20-year-old and a 12-year-old.
Oh.
But yeah, it's rough, man. Like and like you'll lose sleep, man. You know, like I jumped through some hoops to get out here.
Rule number 1: get a wife. You know, that's.
I mean, get a cool wife.
Yeah.
Because some wives will have you fucked up out here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you got somebody who'll support you and hold you down and like not be on your case and understand like it's part of the ride, you know, it's great. But yeah, it's a lot, dude. Honestly, sometimes I gotta like chill because I like last week, man. I had like a moment in time where I was like, I was supposed to go to Vegas Thursday to do interviews for WrestleMania. And I finished my stream like Wednesday night at 2 a.m. And I was going to drive to Vegas and go straight to the radio room. But it was a 2-day radio room. And I was like, usually I'd be the type of person to just be like, fuck it, we're going. I'm going to chug a Monster and I'm finna hit this mission and I'll worry about sleep when I worry about sleep. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna skip the first day, man. I need to look like I'm spreading myself too thin. So, but yeah, it's a lot, man.
Are you a big WrestleMania fan?
Yeah, I'm a big wrestling fan in general, big time. Yeah, okay. I do WWE, AEW, all this shit. I like wrestling about as much as I like hip hop. Probably a little less, but wrestling, hip hop, and basketball, that's what I'm into.
Basketball. Okay. How'd you get introduced to Rafi? Or like how'd that?
Yeah, I mean, I went outside. I turned the radio on.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, who's this guy? No, I mean, literally, that's how. And then, a couple of my oldest and closest friends work here. Mad Rich and me go back since I started my career. He was on the street team, and like my big homie on the street team when I started in 2005. So I was like his intern.
Oh, sure.
So
okay.
I've known Rich 21 years. I've known EC about as long. So that's how I kind of got into, getting to really know y'all for real. But like Rafi, if you're from Arizona or you come to Arizona, there's no way you don't.
Yeah. I know we were just talking about that stat that I was saying every Arizonian sees at least 8 pieces of our advertisement a day without even knowing.
I swear it's more.
Honestly,
if you have like any kind of like decent commute, even if it's like a 10-minute commute, it's more than 8.
Yeah.
But if you're just around the block, you hit the 7-Eleven or something, it's definitely 8. But no, it's crazy. And to be fair too, my wife got into an accident in 2021. and we used Rafi, and she got paid, and it was super smooth. So I guess that was like the first time, my first experience with Rafi was my wife used Rafi as her lawyer for an accident, and it was super smooth. And yeah, and that was when y'all got that office on the west side.
Yeah.
I had to drive over there and pick up a check.
Which the one deep out there towards like Avondale?
No, not too
Or the
deep.
one on 35th and like Thomas.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the OG one, man.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if you know this about me, but I used to work for the personal injury side.
Okay.
And I was doing intake, so just, signing up people all the time. And I started out of that office. But, that office, it gets a lot of love. Like people show up and, it's one of the busiest offices.
Yeah, I mean, there's one by where I grew up, or by where my parents still live on Stapley and Southern right now.
Oh, okay.
There's one right over there too.
Yeah.
In Macy.
Yeah, the Mason one. That one's it's like a home. Honestly, it's like a homie. It's like a
Over there.
over there in Mason.
But the one on 35th, I've been inside in that lobby. Smooth.
Yeah, it's funny because it makes you feel like you're in your aunt's house.
Right.
Like it's like old school leather and stuff, like the couches and shit.
Right.
But yeah, no, I used to work on the personal injury side until Brandon was like, "Hey, you should probably do this," and I'm like, "All right, cool, dope, I'll try it."
Yeah, this facility is very impressive.
Yeah, Ernie definitely did his thing, but which we're gonna expand pretty soon. We're gonna make it a little bigger. Which that's what I was saying. I was like, wait for the budget to get up, and then we'll get some more tools over here. But so I mean, as far as seeing Rafi everywhere and knowing Rich, and the way that I got introduced to you was watching a bunch of like the YouTube stuff. And one of my favorite clips is that guy talking about the college. What is it? When he was like
Big Boogie, where he said he turned down a scholarship.
Yeah, dude, that clip is comedy, bro. I send that every day to my boy.
It has a life of its own, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a dude who created an Instagram account called Turned It Down Daily, and he posted every day.
I follow that account, bro.
And he sold merch, and Justin Bieber's posted it. I mean, I just had Machine Gun Kelly sends me different iterations. Like MGK will literally text me. Like there was like an AI pirate version that he shared with me. I was like, what the fuck? That clip has had a life of its own. Shout out to Big Boogie. He's a dope artist, but I think that clip will forever follow him because it follows me. If I walk through the mall, dog, I have people come up to me like, I turned it down, or
I turned it down.
What did you think when he said that? And I'm like, well, I mean, I thought he was full of shit.
Yeah. No, it's funny. Your reaction, you're like, no, I was
like, wait, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Like, are we having a serious are we being serious here?
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're gonna lean into this. All right, yeah. No, it's wild. Greatest lie ever told, they say.
Yeah, no, that shit was comedy. Have you seen LeBron's lies? Wait, hold on.
LeBron is also, he's a mild fib teller. For sure.
So I mean, you're from here and then you live in LA. So you're a Suns fan, right?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. What do you think about the Lakers? Like,
look, LeBron's my favorite player ever.
Okay.
So, I lived in LA when he made the decision to go there, and I hate the Lakers, right? Because I'm a Suns fan, but the Suns had been so bad for so long.
Yeah.
That like I had just LeBron to look forward to in basketball to root for. Like I'm not rooting for like Eric Bledsoe and Tyler Eunice and fucking,
Dude, that was
Alex
a crazy unit.
Just that whole man. So like LeBron was like my bright spot of basketball for so long. So like him coming to LA, if the Suns aren't competitive, I'm gonna root for LeBron James. I'm not rooting for the Lakers, but I root for LeBron. He's my favorite player ever. So but I'm a Suns fan through and through, diehard Suns fan. I think it's dope that the last 5 or 6 years we've been. I mean, honestly, dude, like the team last year just sucked all the fandom out of me, bro. That shit made me want to like.
Yeah.
I literally have a TikTok popping a bottle of champagne outside of my parents' house wearing a Mikal Bridges jersey, thanking him for being the guy who got us KD, only for it to not matter.
Yeah. I remember when I got that notification, I was like, KD's coming? I was like,
Dude, I fucking never been happy. It's like an all-time moment of my life. I was
Yeah.
like, finally? Someone wants to come here? And then like, oh my God. And then now he's in Houston, and I feel like there's a KD problem we got to talk about, because it's like, it feels like no one likes him.
yeah, 100%.
Like Jabari Smith just took a shot at him in a press conference after game 2. So I don't know, man. I think KD's incredible.
What's good with those like profiles that he has, those Twitter where he's just
he's got the ghost profiles. I think KD's incredible, though. I mean, listen, it sucks that it didn't work out. I think the Suns did not do. I was the only person, me and my boy David, that I knew that were Suns fans that hated the Bradley Beal move. I was like, wait a minute, we traded for a guy with a no trade clause, who has been a part of like one of the worst teams in the NBA. Like he's like one of those guys who got good stats on a bad team. I hated that whole move, and it honestly fucked us. So I think we'd still have KD right now if Bradley Beal didn't have a no trade clause, because there was a couple of teams that they were saying would have taken on his contract last year at the trade deadline, but he didn't want to go there. But I'm not mad at our team now. At least we have heart. I like Dylan Brooks, culture changer. We're not a championship team, but I think we have pieces that we can add on to become that. I just think, they're saying Giannis is interested in coming to the Suns.
that'd be crazy.
I mean, I don't know if it'd be crazy, honestly. He's fucking cooked as well. He's kind of old.
Yeah.
But I don't know, dude. At this
Like
point,
he's like a crybaby.
I just
too.
want the Suns to like play hard. So as long as I know they're playing hard and trying to be competitive and like not putting on some bullshit product, I'm happy. As an Arizona sports fan, I have a Cardinals tattoo on my chest right here. Like my life is fucked. Like I just know torture. I was born into this bullshit where I root for the Suns and the Arizona Cardinals, and I've never been rewarded for it. I don't give a fuck about baseball. Sure, the Diamondbacks got a World Series. Yeah, it was cool. I also didn't give a fuck because I don't like baseball. Because, I don't know, it's fucking boring.
How do you
the
not
Cardinals-
like baseball?
It's 163 games a season,
Okay, I can see that.
and it's boring as shit.
Dude, I'm a big baseball fan, so that's how every time I go to the games, everyone's turning up, and I'm just watching the game.
Nah, man,
But-
they keep that shit. Honestly, the most engaged in baseball I've been in a long time was watching the Dodgers last year.
Okay.
Because them games were good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the Cardinals and the Suns have been the bane of my existence for my entire life. So
have you met D Book?
yeah,
I know
I
a
met
lot
him
of
in LA.
celebrities.
I met him. Oh no, and he's been to my club. I chopped it up with him at my club. Him and a bunch of the guys came through. And then I'm cool with his team. I mean, I got a fucking autographed Devin Booker jersey on my wall, so his jersey's gotten millions of eyes through the podcast. And I saw him when he came to 11:11. He was like, "Yo, I see my jersey," like.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's cool, man. We're lucky to have him. He's the greatest son ever. I know Steve Nash got 2 MVPs, but I think Book is the greatest son ever.
Same.
And we're lucky to have him. I hope he never leaves. I'll say this though, he should want to leave.
Yeah.
He should be like, hey, y'all gotta fucking trade me so I could go get a ring.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he hasn't left because I love Book and I have way too many pairs of his fucking shoes. But I love Devin Booker, man.
Yeah, no, I feel like a lot of teams would love like just him and the way he carries himself.
No, he's great.
Yeah. No, I feel like
The refs definitely just fucked him in that game too.
oh yeah, that last game?
Bitch ass Thunder. SGA is such a hoe.
Bro, I hate watching them. I used to like OKC when KD, Westbrook, Harden,
for
like
sure.
that era.
Nah, when Westbrook and KD were there, Westbrook used to be the funnest player to watch.
Yeah, no, I remember that. I remember that era. That was dope. Now, as far as the club out here, how did you get involved in there? Like, how'd you get started?
Yeah, man. So like, I'm a club DJ too. So I mean, I don't DJ as much anymore. I really don't DJ ever now. I'm too tired to be doing that shit. But there was a club out here called International in Scottsdale that essentially my boy Corey, VIP Enterprises, when I first started DJing when I was like 18, 19, working at the radio station, he's the first guy to ever book me and give me gigs. He was paying me to host a place in Chandler called the Waterfront. We kind of evolved our relationship over the years. I started DJing, so I used to DJ his spot, Ocean 7, on Scottsdale Road in McDowell, and the Sugar Daddies, on and on and on. Me, him, and our other partner, Davion, end up at a club called International in Scottsdale. They're the main promoters there. I was a resident DJ, and I was helping them book all the talent. COVID happens. International closes, not because of COVID, because the landlord pulled the lease from him, but, you know, Corey was at the time at Paris. Davion was promoting at True, and Corey was like, yo, man, I think we could buy Paris. And when he told us for how much, I was like, that's not a lot of money. We could buy a nightclub for that much money? I'm like, I hated Paris. Hated that.
I think I went to it once.
Well, they had a Bonda night there that was cracking.
Okay.
Super popping Bonda night that was cracking there. It used to be called Cameo.
Okay.
But I was like, man, shit, if it's us three together doing this thing, because each one of them guys are the two biggest promoters on the hip hop side in the city.
Yeah.
And Corey's like a great operator. So I was like, I'll bring all the fucking celebrities and the talent. And so we did it in 2022 is when we were like pretty much talking about it.
Okay.
And then like early 23 is when it got pretty serious and we signed the lease. I want to say we signed the lease August or September of 2023. And we gutted that whole motherfucker and renovated it, and we're open by New Year's Eve. It was the craziest, quickest, most stressful remodel ever. I would never wish that. I mean, we were stressing opening 11/11 because we're like, we got to get open by New Year's Eve because Super Bowl was coming too. Like, you know, so yeah, I mean, we had a good amount of money invested in, by the time Super Bowl weekend passed, we made all our money back plus a shit ton. So we had already like been our whole investment was handled and squared up, 7 weeks into being open.
Damn.
So it's been very fruitful. It's been it's a dope club. I mean, we book everybody. It's definitely the hip hop place in Scottsdale and even like damn near on the West Coast, man. There's really nobody fucking with us. Like used to be Dre's, but Dre's is closed. So it's really us now. It's been cool, man. I mean, owning a club is stressful. It could be stressful, but thank God I got good partners I don't live here. They do. So they handle a lot of the bullshit for me,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I know you said that you have a restaurant out here. Where's that at? I've never been to it.
It's next door to 1111.
Oh, okay.
It shares a wall with the club. We grabbed the space next door and we actually just expanded it. So now we have that whole entire building is now ours. Because there were other tenants, but we just it's called Well Seasoned.
Well Seasoned. Okay.
Yeah, it's next door to 1111.
I went to 1111 probably like a month and a half ago, and it was cracking. It was like
it gets pretty busy, man.
Yeah, like shoulder to shoulder. And it was funny because I went with Andy, and Andy's like, we should hit Bootleg Kev. And I'm like, bro, he's probably chilling. Like,
Yeah, y'all should have hit me, man. I'd have had y'all fucking situated.
Someone had a table, so we just pulled up and chilled with them. And I think Odell pulled up. Probably.
He's been in there a lot. Debo Samuel's there all the time.
Okay.
Debo's opening a club in Scottsdale too, actually. Yeah, we have a lot of celeb, bro. It's pretty crazy. Floyd Mayweather's been in there a bunch. There's just people who are like, that just pull up like, the fuck, man, if the baby's in town, he's there. Like some people, like if they just have off days, like they pull up like, and the cool thing about us is like, we're like, the last of a dying breed in Scottsdale. Like there's really no hip hop clubs, So even like downtown Phoenix just got cleaned out. All the downtown spots just closed. So, I think it's us and Phoenix is like Crybabies cracking. Shout out to Kenny and those guys because Crybaby shit's moving too. But in Scottsdale we got the shit sewed up for sure.
Yeah, I just pulled up to Crybaby last night for a bit, and it was packed on a Thursday. I was like, damn.
Yeah, nah, Kenny got it going out there for sure. Shout out to Kenny, man. He's a good guy too.
Yeah, no, he's dope. How do you know Kenny? Or like,
fuck, man, I've known Kenny for a long time. Pretty sure I met Kenny. Lux used to be his spot, so I used to DJ at Lux.
okay.
That's probably how I first met Kenny. So probably like 2013, 14, 15. And then Monarch, I don't think he was ever involved. I don't know, man. Just Kenny been around, man. You know, he's got the Lowrider Super Show, and I've hosted that a few times, and I just booked the talent. I booked OGeezy for him this past year. I'm helping him next year with the talent. I guess helping him and Rich, because Rich does that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kenny's solid, man. Shout out to him. Crybaby's a dope spot.
Dope.
If you want to go out in Phoenix, I definitely would go there. If you're in Scottsdale, come to 1111. If you want coffee the messy way, come to Rafi Law Group and have EC make your coffee.
How's it like working with the Cactus Boys?
Great, man. They're good kids, man. They're grown ass men with children. But yeah, they're dope, man. Honestly, like, obviously these guys have a shit ton of machine guns in their videos and stuff, and like they're about that life, but they're also like past that point of their life where they're like very mature dudes with good heads on their shoulders. Very talented. It's been honestly super. Them kids work hard, man. They're like, I don't have to tell them to do nothing. They just do it. They'll be like, yo, we shot 2 music videos yesterday. And I'll be like, oh shit, that's awesome.
Yeah.
They get it, man. I think, they're going to do a really good job of putting on. They're doing it right now, wherever I go, people, doesn't matter where I'm at, especially in LA, like they're lit in LA. People love them in LA.
How'd that come about? Like, how'd you start working with them, or did they
So
reach
I
out?
just said, like, found Alexis, who's my other artist. He used to go by Brown Boy Maj, but Alexis has sent me their shit maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. And I had followed him. And then a couple of years ago, 3 years ago now probably, I DM'd him and just told him they were dope and was like, you guys should pull up on the show if you ever come to LA.
Yeah.
And then we just followed each other. And then they had started, like, I was always just giving them game because I would see them out. And they finally came to LA to do my show, like 2 years after I invited them. They finally came. They did a freestyle. And while we were there, I got to get to know them a little. And I was like, oh, because I didn't know them like that.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking these dudes are just like crash out, like young fools, probably sipping lean and just doing dumb shit. But I'm like, oh, these kids are like actual, like they're about their shit. They're serious artists. So I just kept the line of communication open with them and would just give them game. Or if they had like some advice or something,
Yeah.
hey, somebody hit us with this. What do you think? I would just tell them. And like Pizzo kept telling me like, bro, when are you going to manage us? When are you going to manage us? I was like, dog, I'm just trying to help y'all out. Like, I don't even have a contract with them. Like, it's just some straight up, like, I just fuck with them, and I don't want to see them get taken advantage of or do some dumb shit that, because I feel like they have a real opportunity to do something special out of Phoenix. And I don't want them to like make the wrong moves or not have somebody to like kind of just help kind of guide their shit, because it's like the music industry is tough, man. And coming out of Phoenix is tougher because
there's like a stigma there.
It's not even a stigma. It's like, if you don't know about publishing, if you don't know about what to look for in a contract from a distribution company, like they had a contract situation where they sent a contract over and I was like, I just gave them game. I'm like, yo, y'all could get more money. Y'all could do this. Y'all could do this. Y'all could do this. Look out for this. Look out for this. And then eventually we kept talking so much, it kept getting brought up like, yo, man, when are you going to manage us? I was like, look, I'm down, but I got to make sure if I'm going to do this and help y'all out and put my name officially attached to y'all ain't going to have me out here like looking crazy. Like, I need to make sure y'all ain't going to be doing no dumb shit. Yeah. They're like, nah, we ain't about that. Like, we're about our business. We're about this music. Everybody got kids. Everybody's wifed up in that group, they're about their family. And so that was kind of like my thing was like, we talked and I'm like, hey man, I'm in, but you guys can't be fucking out here doing dumb shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to bail nobody out of jail. I'm not trying to bury nobody.
Yeah.
So good kids, man. The album is doing very well. Their first show's coming up May 29th at Walter Studio. That's their first. Yeah, it's gonna be dope, man.
The first time I saw them, I saw a YouTube video. I think it was Tommy G. He did like a documentary with them.
Yeah, the documentary. Yep.
Yeah, and I was like, it's because I've never heard of them, and then I like with that documentary, I started like listening to music. I'm like, damn, they're sick. They're from the South Side, right?
South Side, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Central and like past baseline.
I gotta ask you this: if we were to give you a billboard, where would you want a billboard?
Ooh, that's a good question. In Phoenix, I would probably want it 2 places. Either on, there's that big ass billboard on the 202 right past Tempe Marketplace, that or right around Tempe Marketplace that everyone drives by that goes to the East Valley, right before the 101. Or there's a billboard right outside of Power 98.3 on 7th Street and Highland.
Oh, okay.
That I've always thought about getting just a stunt. Or there's the one off of the 10 and right before the 143. Like right before you like hit the curve to go where the 60 is and Arizona Mills and shit, like a little bit before that, like kind of right past the airport. There's I think Rafi's got like 30 of them billboards. So I would say one of those 3 places.
Yeah, it's funny.
Because everyone drives through that fucking place too.
I always ask everybody, like, where would you want a billboard? And everyone, like, says, oh, like, you know, by here or my old school or whatever.
Oh, no, I've thought about it. Because I've thought about getting a billboard. Like Super Bowl weekend last year, I was thinking about, or 2 years ago, I was thinking about buying a billboard. And I was like, I was like, where, like, for when people come into town, where would they see it, you know? Yeah. I've already thought about the billboard thing. So, yeah, that's why I'm like, I know exactly which billboard, because I've looked at them.
Yeah. No, it's crazy, especially, like, you know how you were bringing it up earlier, like, seeing all the billboards. And when you go to LA, do you like see other like people, like as far as like other attorneys that like, are they recognized?
In LA, there's a dude, there's a bruh, man, who's like the Lakers guy. Fuck, man, I forget his name. I've never seen the Rafi thing happen. Like there's some big attorneys in LA that have, there's like the Sweet James dude. I think he's out here too. There's another guy who's like the official Lakers attorney. And he's intertwined with the radio out there. I forget his name though. And then the thing that in LA that you won't, on the radio, in the same way that like Rafi has the Call Rafi jingle that everyone in here knows, the commercial. In LA, there's this Top Dog Law fucking guy who has the most fucking insane, weird ass commercials I've ever heard in my life, but they're so crazy that like, it's just like, it's like,
he's actually a homie. He pulled up here the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bro, he'll have a commercial where the commercial will start with him growling and barking like a dog, and he'll be like, did that dog bite you?
Yeah.
And it's just, it's original.
Yeah.
But I've never seen like a full court press in the way I want to ask Rafi, hey man, what's the over under on the billboard spend every year? Because it's got to be,
God, man.
It's a lot of billboards. It's everything. It's the bus. It's the billboard. It's the fucking New Times.
It's crazy.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I forgot. They told me the number a long time ago, but I'm sure
whatever that number is, it's way bigger.
Yeah. No, I'm sure it's crazier now. But yeah, man, I think it was.
I don't think there's an attorney in America that owns a market like Rafi owns Phoenix. Yeah, no. It is truly. I think it's unseen, unparalleled. And there's other big attorneys. Obviously, there's other jingles that people know, but I mean, out here, good luck.
Yeah, it's funny because sometimes I'll like be at a bar chopping it up with somebody, and then like we just start talking. Like, what do you do for work? And I'm like, oh, I work for an attorney out here, and they're like out of town. And then I'm like, have you seen a billboard? And then they're like, no, and then I'll show it to them, and they're like, oh wait, I have. Like they start like realizing it and shit.
Yeah,
it's crazy, dude. No, yeah, and it's funny. I always ask everybody as far as like where do they want that billboard. I think honestly, I'd probably want it. I went to Central High School.
Oh yeah, Bobcat. Shout out my best friend Ramses went there.
Yeah,
Gio and Ramses both went there in Jello. I went to Central. I was at Central for their graduation in 2000.
2000?
That's when my boy graduated.
I graduated 2012. But yeah, I think I would want it.
Something on Central?
Yeah, something on Central.
Central
Maybe by
Camelback,
Undefeated
by
store.
Manor,
You know that Undefeated store? Like right there?
That'd be fire.
Yeah, right there. Honestly, I think that'd be sick.
Yeah, no, Central's, shout out to the Bobcats, man.
Right next to Brophy, where Rafi went.
Oh, he went to Brophy?
Yeah.
Damn, Rafi fucking, he's paid, dog. He been paid.
Across the canal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
We
funny.
used to wear at the radio station, all the Brophy students would park, or was it Xavier?
Yeah.
Xavier's the girls?
Yeah, Xavier's the
So all the Xavier students would park at the radio station called 7th and Highland,
walk over.
and then they'd walk over to school.
What back then? Well, they built a Starbucks there now.
Yeah, there's a Starbucks
I want
in
to
that
say they
parking lot.
built it for them.
Probably, I mean, there's a,
It's crazy.
because there
bro.
used to be a post office right there.
Yeah.
That closed. And there was a place called Urban Cookie that was right there that moved down the block.
Mm-hmm.
And now, now it's a Starbucks. Shout out to the Starbucks, man.
Yeah, I grew up in that area, and that's why I went to Central.
The gay Denny's?
Oh, yeah. What do they call it? Jenny's?
Jenny's.
Yeah.
7th and Camelback.
Yeah. Some fire pancakes.
It's a thing.
Yeah. Have you heard of that?
Oh, you got to go, man. Go about 2 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning on a Friday or Saturday. Jenny's is lit, dog.
It gets popping, bro.
It's popping.
Yeah. I wanted to give you a little gift. So I give everybody a gift. And
Okay.
This is for you right here. This is it's actually a collab that we did with one of the homies. His name is Gory. And I mean, you'll open it up, you'll see it. Maybe you can put it somewhere in the set.
Oh, yeah. This is fire. Is this a Rafi Gorilla?
Yeah.
Woo! This is actually dope. This is actually fire. Tell EC he needs to do like this on a billboard.
I think that'd be sick.
This is sick.
Maybe you can put it somewhere in the
Yeah,
podcast
I'll put it
room,
on the
bro.
podcast set. Show this, bruh. There you go. Look at that. This is dope, dude. Yeah, you guys got to put this on a sticker.
We ordered like 50 of them, and we only got like 15 right now.
Honestly, and then do
So
like
I
a
needed it.
big one, like a one-on-one,
Honestly-
just to put in the corner, like over here.
Yeah.
You guys got so much cool shit in here.
Yeah, I know. It's insane.
So this is a Phoenix guy, this toy guy?
Yeah, he's here local. He's dope.
No, that shit's fire.
I forgot how that collaboration came about, but
Probably Ernie.
yeah, and yeah, we just told him like if he can do 50, and he's been working on them, man, and they're sick. Honestly,
No, those are sick, dude.
He came in here. We did a little photo shoot with them. Show him some love, and we try to work a lot with a bunch of like AZ local artists. So that's just another.
No, that shit's
someone
dope.
else.
You guys should ask him how hard it would be to get a full scale one.
No,
That'd be crazy. You
I think-
walk into
I
the
think
office
Andy
and there's
was-
just the fucking giant Rafi toy.
yeah,
That shit's hard.
That'd be sick. Well, no, I appreciate you coming on to the podcast, dude.
All
I
good,
gotta go
man.
out to yours.
Yeah, man, we're in LA, man. We in Burbank. I'm there every damn day almost.
All right, guys. Well, you guys already know the drill. Like, subscribe,
Call Rafi.
call Rafi, retweet, everything. Appreciate you coming by, bro.
Of course,
Thank
brother.
you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Boom.